Hello everyone, this is me, Qais Al-Khalili, again from Eton Institute, the heart of the language learning and cultural awareness from Dubai. We are here today to invite you to join us celebrating the holy month of Ramadan. We will talk in this session about the Ramadan and the importance of the Ramadan, what we should know, what we should recognize, what to do, what not to do, and what is the importance again for Ramadan. Ramadan, as a definition, is the 9th month of Muslims, for Muslims, in the moon calendar. Moon calendar is different from sun calendar, where the moon makes a complete circle around the earth to complete the year. Now, this month, Holy Ramadan, the importance for Muslims for many reasons. First of all, Islam was built over five elements. The first one is praying, the second one is al-zakah, paying for poor people, and also testifying that there is only one God, Allah. And fourth one is al-hajj. Al-hajj, it means going and visiting the black stone, which we name it al-Kaaba, in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca city. And the last one is fasting Ramadan. Fasting Ramadan. God in Al-Quran say for Muslims, the first four worships is for you, but the last one is for me. So from this point, this is the importance of fasting Ramadan. But please, when we are talking about fasting Ramadan, it's for sure not about only feeling hungry and thirsty. Everything should be restrained. All our senses should be restrained. It's the good practice and exercise for ourselves how to make more self-control, our anger, our forgiveness, everything related to all our sense, our emotion, our attitude. Ramadan, always we see the new crescent or the new moon. The new moon, why? Because in the moon calendar in general, the new moon or the crescent, when we are waiting and observing if we can see it, it's the announcement that the second day will be the first day of any moon month. So for that, all the people are waiting every year to see this new moon, which is the crescent, just to announce that the second day will be Ramadan. So for that, always we see this crescent or the new moon. It's now a symbol and icon for Ramadan because it's connected to the image of the announcement that Ramadan is coming. This is, first of all, we need to understand why the importance of this crescent as an icon, as a symbol in Ramadan. The second things we need to talk about Ramadan, that Ramadan is divided into three parts. The first one, we say the first 10 days, it's the mercy. The second one is the forgiveness, and the third one is freedom from fire. So for that, what we need to in all this, we need to understand that this is so important for most of the Muslims over the world in Ramadan. It's the month to be more close to the God and for family. Family and sharing, it's one of the most important things you will notice during Ramadan. Sharing food, sharing visits, forgive each other. It's a love, always it's a love message between the people and between the God. Now, for us, what we need to consider for this, according to what we explain for Ramadan, we need always to keep in our mind how to take care or what we should do or not to do during Ramadan. First of all, we need to respect that there is no eating, no drinking in the public places in Ramadan, in UAE or over UAE. So it's kind of that we care about the people who are fasting. We will not do this in front of them. We will choose a private places maybe to do it, but in public place it's not allowed at all. We need to consider this. Second thing, most of the people when they are fasting are tired. Most of them are tired, and we need to help them to enrich their ability to make more self-control in their attitude, in their anger management. So no need to go in argument with the people who are fasting. Also, it's good to show them that we participate with you this holy month. For example, always going with them in the two main meals. We will talk about them in Ramadan, sharing them these meals. For example, always we have now a new trend, most of Middle East countries, which we call Ramadan tent. Ramadan tent. And also it's very nice to learn the new greetings, very famous and very common during Ramadan. The first one, in Arabic we say it, Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan, Ramadan, Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Mubarak. And the other one is Ramadan, Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan, Ramadan. I write two A's just to make it more longer because this is equal to long vowels in Arabic language. Ramadan Kareem, Ramadan Kareem. This is the two famous greetings we use it with Ramadan when we want to greet our colleagues, our neighbors, our friends during the holy month. Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. It means Ramadan generous, Ramadan blessed. This is what the translation for these two expressions, we use them to greet each other during Ramadan. Ramadan as a word, the name of the month, coming from the root in Arabic, the word Ramad. Ramad, it means burning your sins, burning your faults, and also the other opinion they say during the history, it's also from the thirsty, we feel it inside. The people who are fasting. So according to that, this is in general the importance of Ramadan, what we should consider. And again, I will repeat Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. Also, we need to back again to what to do or not to do. As I say, first of all, let's talk about drinking, fooding, and smoking. It's not allowed in the public place, and it will be very kind of you to respect that, to consider that always wherever in our living place or in our working place. The second part we need to consider is our dressing should be reasonable as much as we can. And also the third one, as we talk about, just when we treat with people who are fasting, we should be as much as we can kind. Yani we need to understand they are fasting, they are tired, they are weak. Many things will be also different, like the rush hour in most of the Arabic cities during Ramadan, because less working hours during Ramadan, it means also the rush hour will be changed. There will be shifting. So this is, we should also to consider it. Another things also we have to keep it in mind that for iftar, before iftar, what is iftar, what is suhoor? Now, fasting is starting from the sun rays, which the dawn, we name it in Arabic al-fajr. Al-fajr. The sun rays, al-fajr, or the dawn, and it's end up at al-maghrib. Al-maghrib is the sunrise. This is the hours where Muslims should be fasting. As we know, because Muslims have 5 times prayer. So the first one will be al-fajr, the dawn. The second one will be al-dhuhr, the noon, and al-asr, the middle of the afternoon. Then we have al-maghrib, which is the sunset, where it's allowed for Muslims to breaking their fast. And the last one called al-isha. Al-isha, it's in the first third of the night before the sun set and dawn. Now, the tradition is different now between country and the other in the Middle East or over the Arabic or Muslims country. For example, the most healthy tradition is here in Gulf, where we have 2 main meals in Ramadan. The first one we call it iftar, or you will hear it fatur. It's the same word exactly. The translation is breakfast, like in English. Breakfast means now you are allowed to break your fast, or you can break your fasting. So for that, the first meal is called breakfast, al-iftar or al-fatur. In Gulf, they prefer to make it very light meal, just not to avoid the stomach choke, what we name it always. So they drink coffee, they eat this, then some light dishes, but the main meal will be the second one, which we call al-suhoor. Al-suhoor. Again, the first meal is iftar, it's meaning breaking fast. The second one is called suhoor. It's the preparation or the meal which you should have it to feed your body, and to be able to continue fasting for the next day. Well, in Levantine country or in Egypt, the first main meal is al-iftar itself. So, this is different from country to country sometimes, but at the end, we need to keep in our mind that we have two main meals. The first one is al-iftar, the second one is al-sahur. You will find that most of the restaurants, and we have, as I say, a new trends during Ramadan over all the Middle East countries, which we call the Ramadan tent. This is very modern tent where you will find open buffet. Maybe you will have a shisha, some soft music, and it will be starting from the time of iftar till before 1 hour of al-suhoor. When the suhoor will be ended? At the dawn, before the dawn by 10 minutes, there is something we call imsak. There will be specific called imsak. Imsak, it means stop food and prepare yourself to fast for the second day. Now, how we announce that it's al-maghrib prayer or the time of breaking fast? There is what we call adhan. Adhan is called for prayer in general, in Ramadan or out Ramadan. 5 times in prayer for Muslims, 5 adhan we will hear, which is you hear before Allahu Akbar, God greater, God greater. Ashhadu anna la ilaha illallah, ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah, hayya ala salah, hayya ala al-falah, Allahu Akbar, la ilaha illallah. This is the call for prayer, and this is now also in Ramadan. It's the announcement that you can now breaking your fast is the sunset time. Sometimes in some areas, for example, they still have a small tradition, we like it so much, it's the canon. The canon here is unarmed canon, it's only a voice, just to announce for some people where it's difficult for him or to hear the adhan, or they are far away from some mosque or that, so they will hear this voice. It's only voice. In Dubai you can visit it and you will like it. There is a special atmosphere surrounding this canon. In the time of the sunset, there is in Al-Safa Park in gate number 4, and there is one close to Burj Khalifa in the downtown. So this is what we call adhan. Let's organize our thought. Muslims fasting starting from the dawn till the sunset. The dawn called Al-Fajr, and the sunset called Al-Maghrib. Al-Maghrib, or the announcement of Al-Maghrib prayer, is the same call to the people for prayer and to that you are allowed now to breaking your fast. The two meals we have it during Ramadan, al-iftar, breaking fast, and al-suhoor, is just to rebuild ourselves again and be able to fast for the second day. Now, as a greetings, as I told you, we have two main expressions. I keep them in the board: Ramadan Mubarak, Ramadan Kareem. This is how we greet each other. And also, let's thought that what we have to consider, again, eating and drinking in public, our dress should be reasonable as much as we can. Don't enter an argument with one of the people who are fasting. Try to help him, because the efficiency in general, it will be less. Charity and paying. We say that always sharing is caring. So also it's very kind of you to show people that also you are a member and participate in their activities during Ramadan, especially for charity events. Also, now we need also just to talk about, if you want to invite somebody, or you are invited for the iftar or sahur. This is very normal, like any normal meal, like when he invites you in the normal days for the dinner or for breakfast or for the lunch. Just go, and again the greetings will be, as we say, Ramadan Mubarak. But just keep in your mind, if you arrive before the sunset, it was an invitation, for example, or you go to a restaurant or this Ramadan dance, don't forget yourself. Wait till you hear the people hearing the adhan for Al-Maghrib, the announcement for breaking the fast. Wait till to be able to see the people they are starting to drink or eat. Then you can share with them the meal in happiness. This is mainly about all the things we need you to consider during Ramadan. I hope it was useful for you to take an idea about this, all what we are talking about. And also here in Eton, I'm inviting you to join us, since we celebrate this holy month by many activities. Especially I want to announce for you that we have, in general, for any language course, 20% discount for any course. And for Eton Deal courses, it will be 50%, which is a massive discount for this holy month. Thank you so much. Ramadan Mubarak. Assalamu alaikum.